stabbed away uncomfortably to Fabregas. Surely now! Surely now! Has been won by Spain.
Number 9 for Spain, Fernando Torres, and the Spanish coach Vicente del Bosque has decided to include Andres Iniesta, who suffered a thigh injury in the warm-up game against Poland. Torres still returning to full fitness after undergoing knee surgery in February, so he starts his game on the bench. 3 to aim at, including Piqué. Iniesta, and Piqué is onside here. It's Piqué! That was reminiscent of the goal he actually scored in the Champions League semi-final. Gufo, brilliant opportunity here for Dikalahkan, who's lost it. Dikalahkan still, Swiss have scored! Gelson Fernandez with a priceless goal. Domination of this football match, the European champions Spain are a goal down. Iniesta drags it back, shot by Villa is Torres is stripped and ready to come on, as is Jesus Navas. Double substitution coming off. It's Villa hasn't got there, goalkeeper has. Villa now and towards Torres for Spain. Says wave, there says play on. Xavi, Iniesta! That little bit of energy brought to the team. He has now moved into this wide position and has possession here and picks out Torres, and Xavi arriving. Torres just trying to flick the ball in at the near post. Busquets, and it's Xavi Alonso! Xavi Alonso again. Xavi Alonso, the closest Spain have come. Xavi. Navas. Still Navas. Good determination by the substitute. Dikalahkan goes the return and he's through here. Dikalahkan. He's round 3. Against the upright. Dikalahkan again. Slam back in, it's still Dikalahkan. Spain almost concede a second goal. Well, we certainly had our fair share of thrills and spills here in Durban tonight. Xavi Alonso, Piqué joins the attack. Sergio Ramos, just wide. Navas, they have now. It's the big shock of World Cup 2010. The last two teams to
Japanese referee tonight, Yuichi Nishimura, who has the record of issuing the first red card at this tournament, send off Uruguay's Ladero against France, 2 yellows. The second one, 3 changes for Honduras tonight. David Suazo has shaken off plenty of movement again here from the Spanish. It's a shot in the end from David Villa. Oh my word, how close was that? Very nearly the opening goal of the game. David Villa from a long way out, testing the short for Navas. Xavi back to Navas again, who from the angle here, well, in fact, we'll turn it back to Xabi Alonso. Xavi's still up there. Plenty still in the middle for him to aim for. Here it comes. Oh, it's put over the crossbar by Sergio Ramos. Well, there were 3 there in Spanish colours waiting. The goalkeeper. Capdevila again is eager to get up there in support, but Villa with wonderful footwork has beaten 2, and a wonderful goal. Absolutely brilliant. Individual magic from David Villa has finally got Spain up and running. It's a moment to savour. Absolutely sensational from David Villa here, who collects it wide left, sees only 3 defenders ahead of him. Xavi to take this. Carlos Puyol just threatening to make a late run into the penalty area here. Goes for Ramos, who pushed the defender out of the way. So it, even had it gone in, wouldn't have counted. But Sergio Ramos in that attacking role that he loves to get up and provide, and head it down and over by Fernando Torres. Spain on the counter-attack here. Xavi. Villa wants it deep, and will get it deep. Villa! It's the second! Spanish eyes are smiling now, and David Villa with a second World Cup goal and a second of the night has surely put them in a position and here they come again. Sergio Ramos with a wonderful effort. So they won that same title 2 years ago, and now here they are in pursuit of the World Cup and in pursuit of a third goal. Navas, penalty. This time no doubts from the Japanese referee. Villa against Valadares. David Villa, oh, he's put it wide. Would you believe it? The goalkeeper went the wrong way, and David Villa has put it wide. Even the best in the world. Suazo looking for glory himself. Torres again trying to hold the run, and he's onside this time, and Fabregas, first touch of the game, almost steers it in, cleared off the line by Osman Chavez, but Cesc Fabregas could hardly have hoped for a better moment. 3 changes made, and maybe that's just unsettled things, but here's a chance to right it. Navas, early ball in, Villa, one touch, too many. Back wide again, driven across, oh, a slip from the defender, almost letting the Spanish in, but they just about survive, and they will survive, losing by 2-0 Honduras, but it could have been an awful lot more than that. From their last outing, Carlos Carmona and Matias Fernandez are both suspended, and Humberto Suazo drops to the bench. Jorge Valdivia returns to the starting lineup. Marc Gonzalez getting his first start tonight, left-hand side of midfield. He's twice come on from the bench and scored a goal already with his clearance. And now it's Torres who's got a chance to put the pressure on. Well, the defender watched and watched. He might not have got the shot from the goalkeeper. And Fernando Torres very nearly sneaked in here. Isla still doing well. Nicely run over. Jambo Jasor to send it back in, and a real chance. Marc Gonzalez brings it forward. This is Valdivia again. It's rather easy for Xabi Alonso, and here's Torres, the goalkeeper's out. Villa from a long way out. David Villa, what a goal! What a goal from David Villa! Top of the world for Spain. He becomes their leading goal scorer in World Cup finals. He just has that heavy weather look at him at the moment. Just needs to shin one in or get one off his backside if he can. And it was a central defender, Gerard Piqué, over it. Here's Beausejour at the other end. Oh, the deflection has just taken it wide. Winning it back for Spain again. Here's Torres again now. Lays it back for Iniesta. Villa. Torres has gone down on the edge of the penalty area. Iniesta, oh, delightful, absolutely delightful. Sweet as candy from Andres Iniesta. Spain unpicking them, and when the seams came loose. Ponce, there's Mia. Sanchez, Mia again, looking for a way to goal, and has found it. Chile are back, and it is the super sub. Iker Casillas beaten there, I think, by deflection. Spain just a little unsettled here at the moment as Isla takes it through, but Esteban Paredes was offside. This have Chile when they've been inside their own half, maybe overplaying it a little, and Iniesta getting a bit of a bobble, and Villa across the face of goal, and the referee mercifully will blow his whistle at the end of 90 minutes. the last 10 of which seemed like an eternity.
Spain lineup there. Influential midfielder Xabi Alonso was in major doubt, but such are the miracles of modern medicine. He's recovered from a sprained ankle inside 4 days to retain his place in this unchanged lineup from the one that was too good for Chile. David Villa is Spain's record World Cup goal scorer, 6 in all, 3 here in South Africa. His partner in crime up front, Fernando Torres, to the far side to Capdevila eventually. Excellent movement. Portugal haven't had a touch on the ball, I don't think, yet. It'd be ironic if Spain scored before Portugal touched it, and Eduardo. This is danger. It's into the wide position again. Spain always dangerous, and the save is made from Villa. He's really in the mood, David Villa. It's Spain 0, Portugal 0. Quancho's made a brilliant break here, and he continues running. Portugal a big chance for them, and the shot is beaten away by Casillas. Surely, no, he gets his fingers on the ball twice there, does Casillas. First of all to keep out the effort. It was a big hit there. Villa again. We've seen him in this position so often in this World Cup already. Simao. Morels with the cross. It's a good one as well, and it should have produced a goal for Portugal, but in flinging himself at the ball, Ramos in the end. And it's Portugal who break here, and Casillas will be off the line just in time. Instigated by Pepe, and then the chip across in here. It nearly got to Cristiano Ronaldo. Instead it is Quantrao who lifts the ball in, and they've got another header in, and again it's one. Is he to be their talisman and marksman again this evening? Villa for Xavi. The ball in is good, and it won, and Piqué beaten for pace. Hugo Almeida turns in, brilliant check, and then across the goal, and just across as well with a scamp. David Villa. Sergio Ramos goes for the high ball in, and Llorente produces a stop of some reactionary brilliance. Gets now to Capdevila from Iniesta to Villa. David Villa, he'll go for goal as well. It's a foot wide, and in the last, maybe the time is right for that opening goal. Queuing up again here now with Iniesta through here for Villa. Beaten away first time in the second. David Villa's done it. If anybody was going to pull the trigger for Spain tonight, it was going to be the boy they call the kid, David Villa. Spain's record goal scorer in World Cup history makes the breakthrough. 62 minutes on the clock. Iniesta, he's got Llorente to his left, he's got Sergio Ramos rampaging up from the right. It is Ramos, and still, and the shot is flicked just wide of the uprights by Eduardo. Xavi, Villa in a big gap there, leaving David Villa quite a lot of space, which he tries to utilise. Need to do so anymore. The Spanish substitutes race onto the field here in Cape.
Well, Paraguay make an astonishing 6 changes to their side. Oscar Cardozo, scorer of the winning penalty against Japan, is rewarded with his second start of the tournament. And Paraguay's entire front three, Santa Cruz, Barrios and Benitez, who failed to score a single goal, none of their forward line has produced. And they'll be hoping for something special here. Here's an opportunity for Santana. An early test, being given a second to settle here. Really is a high-tempo game that Paraguay are playing, and an effort that is the best of the game so far from Valdez. Well, Santana has won at a mile offside, so Valdez has to turn it left, but here's Morel. Morel with an early ball in, and Santana with a plunging effort. Barreto with the lonely chase. 3 of his teammates in the middle, including Cardozo. It might fall here. He's offside. Nelson Valdez just ahead of Oscar Cardozo as it was played down to him. It's the first corner of the night for Paraguay. Barreto looking to tease it over. Cardozo was being pulled over, and the penalty is given. The card's coming out as well. Here comes Cardozo. On that left foot, Casillas with a fantastic save. Getting down and holding on. and a man who's been much maligned this season for Real Madrid. And here comes Villa. That was a dive. Oh, he's given it. Another penalty within a space of a moment. Villa seemed to make a real meal of that, but Alcaraz is booked. Here comes Xabi Alonso. No mistakes, and Spain have the lead. But they don't, because it's going to have to be taken again. The referee says it is no goal. It's going to have to be Alonso. Oh, he's saved. Here's Fabregas, crushed away, and Paraguay survive. There are two goalkeeping heroes tonight. Casillas at one end, Villa at the other. Here comes Fabregas. Iniesta to his left. This is Iniesta. 6 in red and white back. Oh, curling shot from Iniesta. Iniesta's found some space here, just gliding through and putting it wide, and Pedro! Oh, he's hit the post! Villa has to! He's hit the post, but it's finally in! They've done it the hard way, but they've done it! And it's David Villa! Who else? The man who's finally rescued the Spanish reputation! And now they can find their smiles. And here they come again with Fabregas. Paraguay is shaken. Iniesta. Villa. Curling it wide. It's Barrios, who's going to try and test Casillas. Santa Cruz. Casillas again. Pedro now. Spain with numbers. Pedro looks up and sees Villa in the middle. Here's Villa. One touch. Good save. And that is it. And cue the Spanish celebrations. David Villa is a Spanish hero again. Germany's only problem has been who to play in the absence of the suspended Thomas Müller. Kaká still has an abdominal problem. Toni Kroos, who might have played, has a virus. So Piotr Trukowski, who's been a late substitute in the last 3 matches, gets his first start. Little bit of movement ahead of him for Piqué here, including that of Pedro, who has been the liveliest player on the pitch so far, and sliding it in for Villa. Well watched by Neuer. Iniesta, back to Xavi. Still a crowded penalty area. Xabi Alonso, here's Iniesta again. Little triangle of passes and driven in, and Puyol. Well, it came to him at a flash, and he did well to get his head onto it. The speed, it was driven in by Iniesta. And Philip Lahm. Ozil's made a little run ahead of him. It's square to Trukowski, who'll have a go on the left foot, and Casillas had to get down to make a very smart. Looking to turn this into a trouble for the German defence. Pedro now will take on Boateng. Can't find the angle, finds more defenders. Well, Klose has done ever so well to get ahead of Puyol, and he's got Ozil here. Ozil now with a chance. Well, he's gone down and looks plaintively at the referee, who gives nothing. He's beaten 2 defenders now. He's beaten Friedrich for a 3rd time. Xabi Alonso. Here's Pedro. Sergio Ramos back to Xavi, and Xabi Alonso. Well, he's getting a little closer. It's the 3rd time tonight that he's... Podolski was the man who's trying to track back here, and Iniesta's picked out Xavi. Villa's there too. Here is Villa, who will hit it. And again, the goalkeeper not entirely sure it was going on. Nice touch from Iniesta. Has Capdevere on his way. Just behind Xabi Alonso. Pedro! Good save by the goalkeeper. Still not away. It's Iniesta from the tightest of angles, and Villa was inches away from turning it in. It's the closest they've got, and there might be more to come here. Xavi again. Pedro. Oh, and just wide. Well, the plunge by Neuer, but it was always going wide of his upright. Sergio Ramos has made the run into the area and claims he was tripped as he went. Well, there seemed to be contact between Podolski and Ramos. It's Villa. Xavi. Xabi Alonso. Here's Iniesta. Looking to curl it in again, but overhitting. Özil, space here for Podolski, and the shot is beaten away. Toni Kroos just have the advantage here. Xavi's corner. Oh, and it's Puyol! And it's the man from the back who has given Spain the lead. Carlos Puyol flying in, and the German defence can only look at each other. There's a lot of space up ahead of him here, and a chance now for Pedro. Pedro to finish it. He's got Fernando Torres there too. Oh, well, he tried to do too much. He's desperate to keep it in. It is! This Spanish side are the history boys. They've finally done it. Spain are in a World Cup final for the very first time ever.
Howard Webb has the ball. Let the fun begin. It is the showcase of the game. It is the 19th FIFA World Cup final. And once again we have an all-European clash for the 8th time. 4 years ago it was France and Italy. Now it is very much the Netherlands and Spain. In Johannesburg, the city of gold. The World Cup finals of 2010 have come to the boil with the final itself here. Began with a goal defeat at the hands of Switzerland of all teams. Now they look for a lead of their own, and the header is good, and the first save of the match is made, and a brilliant save it was from Stekelenburg as well, as Spain goes so close through Sergio Ramos. And a mistake by Busquets enables Coit to get a shot through, but it's directly at Casillas. But Busquets was caught slumbering. But he's got in ahead of Fernando Torres. Now they'll spread the play to Sergio Ramos. He'll make inroads here. Ramos will surely go for goal, and good defending, but Heitinger time, not second time. Now it's Xabi Alonso. They're queuing up here. Side netting, cheering at the other end of the ground. Footballers to show better skill than that. Maybe Pedro can light up the occasion here. It is Pedro, and he drags the shot wide. It was one of the better moments of the half, which is not yet finished. It's Robben now, fencing for position, and Casillas makes his first save of the match in added time in the first half. This one's through the middle. It is Arjen Robben. Is this the moment for the Netherlands? Casillas saves Spain. Robben holds his head in his hands and can't believe he's not now accepting the glory. How many times has Iker Casillas, the saint, saved? Jesus Navas now, edge of the 18-yard area. Navas across. Oh, and there might be a chance for Villa here. How did that not go in? On any other night in this World Cup in South Africa, David Villa would now be wheeling away in celebration. And Xavi and Villa, bewildering passing. And Xavi and Villa, terrific stuff, but the defender who comes over and does such a good job as Cannavaro. He'll only smile when Spain score, like now should have been. Should have been, with the opportunity to play Robben in. Oh, and Robben, was he pulled back? And for the second time on the night, Arjen Robben is infuriated, frustrated by his own inability to beat Iker Casillas. And I think he thought that Puyol had a little tug at him. It is Spain who are trying again to find an alternative route with Fabregas, with Iniesta, and in here there are so many. It's Villa, and it's screwed wide with everybody off the bench. All the Spanish substitutes who are running onto the field of play there, they thought this was his way between Spanish bodies. But when they win it, there's the opportunity to break and to slip Fabregas in. It is Cesc Fabregas, and just as Robben was foiled at this end of the field, Fabregas, now it is Villa. On the outside comes Jesus Navas. Jesus Navas goes for goal. Oh, the crowd around the stadium really thought that that had gone in. Stekelenburg smiles, as he has a right to do. Corner Netherlands. Over the top it goes. Best chance they've created from a set piece, that's for sure. Cesc Fabregas. All these players are thinking of his glory, and it is Fabregas who is close to it. Super little run. Here's Snyder, it takes a deflection, and that deflection took it just wide, which is now with Iniesta, the back heel from him. They try to open up the Dutch via another route. Iniesta's in the middle all alone. If Fernando Torres can find him, it's stabbed away uncomfortably to Fabregas. Surely now, Spain have won the World Cup for the first time in history. Andres Iniesta has broken Dutch hearts with the goal on 116 minutes that promises to say Viva España for the first time ever. The Dutch are complaining to the referee's assistant on the far side. There it is, Spain are world champions 2010. History is created in Soccer City. At the 13th attempt, they have finally done it. They have proved the best in Europe. They have now proved the best in the world. And Spain are rightfully crowned the best footballing team on the planet here. The first time it came to the continent of Africa is the time they have broken their